customers, regardless of, and treating every person who. Okay, those of you who don't know, my name is Roque Montero. Welcome to Milwaukee, and I have worked with the company for over 7 years, and a great experience. And today we're going to focus on the compensation plan. This is a training for existing consultants. We're going to be here for 28 more minutes, and this is going to be an opportunity for you to ask questions, right? Any doubts that you may have, please feel free to ask. As a matter of fact, I would like to ask if any of you have any questions before we go into the compensation plan. Any questions? Questions? All right. So if no questions, we're gonna, okay, so let me just go to the back office here, okay, and then you are going to see, this is just a sample back office, all right? Remember that the very first thing that you find in the back office is, I'm gonna mute you guys here on my end. Let me see, okay, good. If you have a question, please feel free to unmute your mic or raise your hand, all right? So in your back office, if you are new, after you sign up with that invitation link sent to you by your sponsor, then you're gonna go to your profile. You will find your name or initial here at the top right corner. You will click on the My Profile option, and then you're going to input your bank information here. Bank account number, routing number, all that good stuff, all right? And then you're going to complete your W-9, okay? They should show here with check marks, okay? Your independent consultant agreement and W-9. They will show right here at the bottom after you complete them, all right? And just click the Save Data button, and then you will be okay to go, all right? With the invitation link, you will be guided to get certified, okay? So once you complete the certification and this part of your profile, you will be ready to start writing sales. How do you write a sale? Very simple. You go to the menu on the left, you click on contracts, new contract, and this is where you start writing a contract, okay? Notice that the family plan is highlighted by default, all right? If you need to write let's say a plan for one person or two, you would then use the family plan option, okay? Unless you're gonna use a silver plan. If you click on the images, it will tell you the rates and the conditions for each rate, see? Silver plan, maximum 2 people, right? Okay, so then you start just filling the information here, and then it's only 3 pages, as you can see here on top. All right, on the third page, you will select how the client is going to pay, right? That like the frequency of payment, the initial payment, and the client will get a link, okay, for them to pay. If you want to watch a video, a tutorial on how to write the sale and how to guide the client when they get the link, here in the menu at the left, you will see the tutorials right here, and then you will find all these tutorials on how to write a sale. All right. So here it is, instructions for selling a contract. Okay, this is how you write the contract. It's a short video. It's only like less than 3 minutes. It shows you how to write the plan. All right. So here in the consultant resources is where you find the presentations and all the material that you will need. When you click on the resources tab, okay, then you will find all these presentations here. So tonight, as I mentioned before, we're going to focus here on the growth plan, our compensation plan, all right? Let's do some math before we get started here with the compensation plan, with the presentation, okay? So basically, let me show you here with the actual figures, okay? Here is where you find the rates. The reason I want to show you that is because we're gonna calculate, you know, the annual payment. Okay, so if you're new, remember that you get paid 50% of what the client pays on an annual basis. All right, regardless if the client pays, you know, 3, 6, or 12 months, you would calculate the payment annually
and that's how you're going to then calculate that 50% if you're a pioneer, 50% of the annual payment. So let's do the math. In regular rate states where families pay $85 per month, right? So 85 times 12, that is $1,020. 50% of that is $510. In the special rate states, $70 times 12, it's $840, right? 50% of that is $420. So $420 in the special rate states per family plan. So if you make 10 sales in a month, that's over $4,000 of commissions alone. In the regular rate states, $510 times 10 sales, that's $5,100 right there just in commissions. So if you want to just make a quick calculation on how to make $4,000 or $5,000, that's with 10 personal sales. Okay. And then not only that, 10, it's good because also you will then get promoted to director. And then the new sales that you make the following month will be paid at 55%. All right. So based on that, I'm going to go back here to the compensation plan. And then keep in mind that here you have the option to make personal or team sales. That's up to you. But what if I tell you that in this type of businesses, the bulk of the income comes from overrides? Okay, I'll give you an example. About 90% of my income comes from overrides. So you have an idea. Okay, so here is the first two categories. Pioneer, 50%, minimum 2 sales per month to stay active and to earn overrides when you get to higher levels. And then if you make 10 sales, as I mentioned before, you get to the director category. The new sales, again, the following month will be paid at 55%. These are the two categories, I should say, that you may reach doing personal sales. Okay, when you make personal sales, these are the two categories that you can reach. Now, if you want to grow more in categories or positions, then you want to invite others. Once you become a director, you want to teach two of your directs, at least two of them, how to become directors, and that will push you up to leader at 60% contract. Once you become manager, you teach those two same consultants direct to you. They don't have to be the same ones. The system is going to count at least two direct to you. You can have as many as you wish, but the system is going to count at least two, and then you would grow deep with those two teams, right? Then you become manager at 65%, division manager 70%, and regional manager, which is the top level, at 80% commissions on personal sales. 80% of a family plan in the regular rate states is $816, and it is $672 commission in the special rate states for just one family plan. But that's not the best part. The best part is the overrides. So this table here shows you that depending on the difference between your level and the other person's level, right, the consultant who makes the sale, then you're going to make an override. So this chart here shows you that, see, at the very bottom here, it shows that you can earn anywhere from 5 to 30% commissions. I'm sorry, I should say overrides. 5 to 30% overrides depending on the difference between your level and the person who makes the sale, right? Let me give you an example. Let's assume that you are already a regional manager, right? At 80%. And then if you bring a pioneer, right, a new consultant, he or she is at 50%, you are at 80. So this chart here shows that you will earn 30% of whatever that person makes. Isn't that awesome? Now, let's say you have, for every director that you have in your team, and you can have as many as you wish, then you're going to earn 5%. I'm sorry, 25% in this example, which is the difference between 80 and 55. See that? For every leader that you have in your team, you will earn the difference, which is 20%. And then to 15% for every manager and 10% for every division manager. The whole team, their entire teams, that is a big deal, all right? So now keep in mind that the sales that count towards your promotion are sales of minimum $840 when the payment is calculated per year, $840, which is a family plan in the special or standard rate states, all right? Or a silver plan for 2 members. If you noticed, going back here to the rates, please remember that the silver plan, this silver plan here with 2 members, the line at the bottom, right? If you notice, the rates are the same as the family plan. See? Family plan, the line here in the middle, up to 7 members is $85 in the regular rate states. Silver plan for 2 members, the same rate, 85. Same thing with the special rate states, $70 for the family plan, $70 for the silver plan for 2 members. That is a tip for you to remember the minimum payment or the minimum amount to be calculated in order for you to be promoted to the next level, right? Now, I mentioned that you can get promoted to director with 10 personal sales, but you can also get promoted to director and all of the other levels based on team sales. And that's what we're going to talk about here. So if you want to become a director making sales as a team, then it has to be done in this specific way. It cannot just be accomplished in any way, all right? In this specific way. The strategy is called you and 2 more. So if you visualize yourself that this is you here, right? And then you have, and you get 2 pioneers direct to you, at least 2. Then if they do the same thing, they get their 2. And then if you count the number of sales here, assuming that each one makes 2, which is the minimum, right? 2 per month, then you will have more than 10 sales. Because in this example, if see in this 3rd level here, if these consultants, whenever they make their first sale, that will then count 10 sales as a group, and then you will get promoted to director. Okay, so remember, you gotta have this specific structure: 2 who bring 2, and then the same dynamic repeats over and over again for each one of the next levels. As an example, once you become a director, you want to show or teach these 2 pioneers direct to you how to become directors. Basically, they take your position, right? And that pushes you up at the same time to the leader level, right? See, a leader has 2 directors side by side, okay? Each director, as you know, brings minimum 10 sales, right? So 10 sales on one side, plus 10 sales on the other side, plus your 2 sales minimum personal. That's 22 sales. That is the minimum for you to get promoted to the leader level. A leader overrides then each director team by 5%, all right? 5%, and each pioneer direct to him or her by 10%. Same strategy repeats again. Once you become a leader, you want to show these 2 directors how to become leaders, and that basically pushes you up again to the next level, which is manager. And the same strategy repeats over and over again with 2 minimum teams here, side by side. Then you want to show these two leaders how to become managers, and that will push you up to the next level, which is division manager. See, a division manager has at least two managers direct to him or her. And then once you become a division manager, of course, you want to teach these two managers how to become division managers, and that will push you up to the top level, which is regional manager. Ladies and gents, I don't know if you knew, but the company will pay a monthly bonus of $3,000 to each regional manager to help pay their own Assure for Life office. How is that? That's a big deal. Okay? Can you imagine $3,000 to help pay the rent? That's in addition to your commissions, to your overrides, and to your residual incomes. We will talk about residual income here now. Okay? So in this next slide here shows that in this green column reads direct residual income. And if you notice, it starts at 2% at the pioneer level and then 4% on all of the other levels, upper levels. That is a monthly residual income of whatever plans you have in place, personal sales. Plus, if you develop a team, then you will have or you will earn an additional 1 to 2% residual income based on your entire organization production. Isn't that awesome? And everything adds up. So if you noticed, as a summary, there are 4 ways to make income in Assure for Life: commissions, bonuses, overrides, and 2 types of residual income, right? And talking about bonuses, we are going to, the company, okay, offers every month different bonuses. As an example, this month in October, if you make at least 4 personal sales, qualified sales, remember at least $840, in which a client pays minimum 3 months in advance, then you earn $500. If you make 7 sales, personal sales, then you earn $700 instead. And in addition to that, the best salesperson in the entire organization, regardless of your level, will earn an extra $1,000. Isn't that awesome? And the company also offered a bonus that ended yesterday. All right. So for the past week, from Wednesday to Wednesday, there was another bonus. So just for you to have an idea that the company puts a lot of money on the table for those consultants who really wants to go to the next level. All right. And you're not going to do this alone. You're going to have the help of your sponsor and your uplines and the leaders in your team. All right. So you have leaders that are willing to help. Okay. The only thing I do is Assure for Life. I don't do anything else. Okay. So so that's why when consultants need help, they can always remember the first step is to call their sponsor. There is a reason why we get paid overrides, and that is that it comes with the responsibility to help those who have questions. Okay, but remember, the right channel is that you have to call your sponsor first. Now, if for whatever reason that person is not available, is busy, or for whatever reason they cannot answer the phone, sometimes people do this part-time, so they could be at their job, or for whatever reason, if they don't pick up the phone, then just go to the next upline. If you want to know who the next upline is, just give a call to the customer service department, and they'll give you the names and telephone numbers of your uplines, okay, for you to get help whenever you need, whenever you have questions or doubts. Okay, so now this chart here also shows in a different way that, see, in these categories here, If you want to become a director, see, you need 2 pioneers. See, these are the conditions right here on the right. So if you notice, the conditions to get promoted to the next level is 2 of the previous level. Did you notice that? See, we just spoke about that, right? See, to become a director, you need 2 pioneers. To become a leader, you need 2 directors. To become a manager, you need 2 leaders, and so on, all the way to the regional manager, in which you will need 2 division managers. Okay? So if you do the math, right, we were talking about 10 sales, you make at least $4,000. I should say more than $4,000 in the special rate states, or $5,100 in the regular rate states. Okay. Now, if you, let's say, double that, and of course, then your income will be double. So if you want to make, 10 grand per month, then you're gonna have to make about 20 sales per month. And we do have consultants who make 15, 20, 30. I think the record is like 27 personal sales. Okay, a lady in California has the record, 27 personal sales, and this was during the lady was sick. Can you imagine? I mean, this lady is and we have a lot of other consultants who are capable to make all those type of sales, right? And then can you imagine if you develop a team, that's even better. Okay, so remember the commissions are paid. We have 2 sales cycles. Company basically pays every 2 weeks in this way, right? The sales that you make in the first half of every calendar month, then your commissions are paid about a week later. As an example, see, we are in the first half of October, right? So the company closes on the 15th or the previous business day. This month, the 15th is this Tuesday, all right? So the company closes at 11 a.m. Eastern time. So any sales that you make after that deadline, then it will fall into the second half of the month, all right? So the commissions for the first half of the month, okay, will be paid about a week later. We're talking about, the 23rd, the latest. Okay, the money should be in your bank, all right? So in the same way, of the sales that you make on the second half of the month, and remember that for the second half of the month, the company always closes the sales cycle on the last day of the month, whether it's a business day or not, always at midnight. Okay, always at midnight. So keep that in mind. So if you are chasing a promotion, okay, you have to pay attention to deadlines. Okay, so any questions? We have like a couple of more minutes. Okay, we're not open for questions. If anybody has questions, that is the compensation plan. Remember that in the resources section, the company offers a lot of material for you to use here. Okay, all these incentives, the consultant manual, it's right here. All right. If you don't have questions, okay, I'll be here for a couple more minutes because I have this same training in Spanish. Okay, next. Okay, so here we go. This is the manual where you find information like the national option, right? The benefits. If you wonder where to find them, here they are. Okay, those 7 specific items that the company pays to directly to a funeral home. Okay, and if you want to see the waiting periods and the pre-existing conditions, here is where you find them. Okay, so all that good information, see, the rates are also here in the consultant's manual. So there's a lot of great information. If you want to advertise on social media, then we have this brand style guide presentation here. So basically for you to learn like your do's and your don'ts, all right? And um, the logo, the company logo, all that good stuff, you will find it here. And if you plan to advertise on social media, so this is where you find here. If you notice here on the right side of your screen, you will always find um, these two icons here. Facebook, okay, for you to find all those um, marketing materials, both in English and Spanish, okay, for you to download and advertise on social media pages, okay. And also, if you want to find videos, then you will click here on the YouTube icon. It will take you directly to our official Assure for Life YouTube webpage. You will click on videos and you will find all the videos available here for the company. These are testimonials from both clients and seasoned leaders that are here to help you grow your business. So, ladies and gents, if you don't have questions, then thank you very